Hello everyone. Today we're going to be looking at the new extreme version of the Scorn of the White Dragon trial. And the team that we're going to try with, we have Yoshikiri. He's going to be our buffer and evasion provoker. So he is full evasion and full draw attacks. Does have his own card. And his shift form is pretty much the same. Evasion provoker. Shoreline Fina and Daisy is going to be our magic cover tank. Focused on elemental resist more than other stats, but still has a good amount of health and spirit. They have their own card. So in base form we have high fire, lightning, light and dark. Shift form, if we decide to use it, still have high in those resists. And then still a decent amount of health and spirit. Lotus Mage Fina is going to play a healer. So we have her set for a lot of spirit. Gave her the Water God card. And shift form, pretty much the same thing, spirit focus. Ibarra base form, if we end up using it, a little bit of Dragon Killer, a lot of magic. So she does have 150 Dragon Killer. Shift form is what we're going to focus on, and that is limit damage and Dragon Killer. So we got 225 Dragon and 150 on the LB damage. And then we have Riku. So he's going to be breaking the gauge and being our chainer. So base form, dual wielding swords, because the gauge is weak against swords. He does have his own card, almost maxed out. So we have 200 Dragon in his base form. And shift if we decide to use it. Still a bunch of Dragon, a little bit of limit. So 200 Dragon, 230 on the LB damage. And we're going to borrow Riku. That setup essentially similar. So dual wielding swords, attack, Dragon Killer. So we got 300 Dragon on the borrow. Shift form. $300 Dragon, 180 LB. Alright, let's take our first look at this trial. So it looked like there should be a preemptive strike. And FaZe soaked it up. Alright, so we're going to remove breaks. Boost stats a little bit. Boost reduction to breaks. I can reduce physical damage. Sure. Reduce physical damage a little bit. Why not? Alright. So with them, alright, we're going to cast their regular cover. And we're going to do resist buff with them because they do need that 90 lightning. Fina, we're going to have her do Divine Veil for the resist buffs. And sure, we can do damage reduction and everything. Alright, so with the Rikus, let's see, that's a double. Yeah, we'll see how well this sword break works. So we'll do a double sword break and then a stat break. Alright, did not quite get that down. So let's do that. And some lightning damage, because why not? Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, that's not too bad. So we'll do double sword at dark. Sounds good. Alright, so she can shift after. So for now, toss out some damage there. Do need a little bit of healing. Put all that up, why not? And refresh elemental buffs, because not much to do actually. Deuce. Refresh all this, fill LB gauge, why not? Fill LB, sure. Yeah, she doesn't have much to do either, actually. Alright. So, we're going to shift you. We're going to use your limit burst. We're going to shift you. So I want to give LB damage to Ibarra. I could have him add to the chain too. Sure. Let's see, they should have Darkened View now, right? Yeah, 2 turns on adding Dark. Yeah, we'll let them just chain. This way it'd be easy to cap instead of trying to have them LB chain and then chain, get Ibarra's cap in there. Fina? What do we want to do with Fina? Yeah, let's shift, actually. Alright, I guess let's see what happens. Alright. Hit that first, hit that. Oh, wow. Well, we missed the Esper kit, the Esper summon. I actually didn't think that it was going to die that quick. Alright, so we'll go back and we'll summon an Esper. Alright, we're back to the extreme version of Scorn of the White Dragon. We missed the Esper kill. I wasn't expecting to kill it so fast with Ibarra. So we're going to take the same team, we're just changing out Ibarra. I got Neovision Terra and leveled and potted her up. So team's the same except for her. So her base form, bunch of magic and killers. We gave her Eret's card. So we got 300 Dragon Magic Killer. And shift form is more focused on limit and Evo stuff. So we got 300 Evo. She still has 300 Dragon. Alright, so let's see if we can get all missions this time. Alright, so Phasey will soak up the attack. Nothing to worry about there. We're going to use Yoshi to cure everything. So we're going to cure and stat buff. Put up some resistance to breaks. And physical mitigation, because why not? We'll have them cast their cover and elemental resist. And we'll put up Divine Veil for the other elements. And we can reduce damage, why not? So we can have them do a break and double sword, which won't break the gauge this turn, but we'll get it low. And actually, before we do that, yeah, we'll summon Fenrir, why not? So, esper done. Now all we gotta do is kill fast and not use any items, and we'll get all missions, which shouldn't be an issue. So yeah, immune to the damage, don't have to worry about any of that. So this turn we'll break the gauge. So let's deal with that first. So let's add dark and break gauge. Add dark, break gauge. And let's see, we'll use her shifted limit burst, why not? So, big magic buff. LB damage. Actually, we're going to get, yeah, we're going to get magic and fire there. LB damage there. Just in case it doesn't die, we'll do that for the multicast. Alright, Yoshi. I mean, he doesn't have that much to do. As far as Fina goes, we can block other stuff. We can put up a mana regen. They can refresh that, and I guess mana and limit fill. Alright, so we ended up skipping the fixed damage, which is good. We'll let them just chain. Haven't really used Neovision's Terra yet. Have no idea on the timing. Okay. Takes a while for that timing, apparently. Actually, her limit's ready. Let's use that for re-raise, just in case something happens. Nobody needs any of that. I'll just keep refreshing that, I guess. I mean, there's nothing really for you to do. Not much for you to do either. Yeah, nothing to worry about. Kinda expected that to break more. Yeah, make sure that's up. Make sure resist still stays. And why not on that? Yeah, I guess we can use their limit. Not really doing light damage per se. Although, I guess we can hit up all that and see what happens. But we got another turn to get that gauge broken. Add dark, double break. So actually it would be next turn when we break that. Okay. So let's make sure those resist buffs stay up. Keep the barrier up. Not really chaining much there, but that's fine. I'll just let them refresh. Their cover and elemental just... Okay. Oh yeah, under 50, they do extra damage, that's right. Alright, you can get both of them up. We'll add dark and break. Actually, add dark, stat break, sword break. That way we'll put it into can't do anything for a turn anyway. Alright, so we technically have LB damage on the Rikus. Let's see. Have to put up their cover and rebuff their resist. There we go. I guess we'll do that for the slightly better buffs for the moment. Alright, so let's shift and see what their limit burst does. Turn 7 kill, not the cleanest, but then again, to make it easy, I only swapped out Terra. So instead of rebuilding the team a little bit with the new information, but that should be all missions. 20 turns, evoke an esper, no items. So, we learned quite a bit. Definitely not as hard as I originally thought, especially when we just change out the one and still managed to do it without really planning stuff out. But we'll end the video there, and hope everybody enjoyed.